For those less familiar with TruStage, we're a digital engagement company. We work with about 280 financial institutions these days. We have won the new CUC of the year in 2023 as well. So we are maniacally focused on helping credit unions build deeper, more profitable relationships with your account holders. So I wanted to start with just maybe a quick poll. We'll do this by a show of hands. Take a look at the statement on screen. All I'm going to do is ask you to raise your hand if you agree with this statement. Okay, let's raise your hand if you do not agree with this statement. All right, okay, well, I would say that was about 80-20 in terms of those who disagree versus disagree. We ran this poll earlier this year with about 140 execs, and surprise, surprise, nearly 2 in 3 said our credit union does not do a good job about building trusted, more profitable relationships with our digital account holders. And the data makes sense on this, right? We've seen it over the last 15 years or so. Branch visits are down by about 50% over that period of time. Also, we see that 4 in 5 account holders actually say they want to manage their finances through a single digital channel. And that has meant the great unbundling, all right? Wallet share has been fractured. Me and you have now 5 different relationships with 5 digital banking providers, so they're your account holders. And while you're going to talk to, it gets to the point where the math just doesn't math anymore, as my girlfriend might like to tell me, the math doesn't math, even girl math can't make it work. And you're going to listen to some really fantastic fintechs who are going to come on the stage, and they're going to talk about how to help you acquire your new members and new avenues for acquiring new members. But we really believe in TruStage that if you don't have a strategy post-account opening to expand that relationship, well then see above the math just doesn't math in the long term. And digital banking has presented this as a massive opportunity as well, because your account holders are engaging with you more than ever in that digital banking channel, and TruStage is the tool that helps you capitalize on that. Yeah, I think, personally I think wallet share is the right North Star. Some of you may have heard earlier on, but over the last 15 years or so, we call it this great unbundling, which is the fracturing of the wallet. And I think Nikki has done a tremendous job. Look, has done a tremendous job. How do you make this frictionless as possible for someone to join the organization? How do we make that digital account opening experience as frictionless as possible? For us, it's like, what's the strategy there after that account being open? And I go in and talk to a lot of credit unions, and more often than not, the answer or response to that is not fantastic. And so for us, it's just about how do we collaborate? That's going to be different for everyone. Depends on the product that the member came in on. It depends on how you like to approach. Some credit unions have a pretty hard and fast sales organization. Others are very much, we want to do what's in the member's best interest. They'll reach out to us when they have a problem. But I think it's just when they do have a need, you need to be able to be there to respond. And I think that's the key thing that we help our credit unions with, is how do you maintain mind share so that when your member has a need, they're turning to you first and not Google and not the bank down the road. And that's why we think engagement, again, sorry, I know I'm talking like a just keep going on about engagement, but that's why we find it so important, such a leading indicator. Because if you do not have an engaged member base, the next time they have a need, they will not be thinking of you. They will be thinking of the SoFis, the Shines, or Google. And for us, it's really just about how do we continue to foster that relationship so that when that financial need is there, they're going into you more versus anyone else.